Hello, this is Lauren Johnson, and this Powtoon covers my experience of coaching a coworker with a comprehension problem in their classroom. You will see instructional problem-solving strategies used throughout the Powtoon. Please enjoy! The coworker that I worked with during this coaching experience is a kindergarten teacher who works in Holly Springs, North Carolina. She has a classroom of 24 students and teaches all subject areas. This teacher has been teaching for 10 years and is excited about the process of working through instructional problem solving. My coworker and I have been discussing during PLCs each week about different issues that we have noticed that our students are having with comprehension. When I sat down and met with my coworker, I had her make a list of the different things that she has noticed are hindering the students' comprehension in the classroom. To help create a sense of ownership for this process, I had my coworker be the one to identify the problem she wanted to work on. After reviewing the list of problems she had identified in the classroom, she decided that she wanted the students to work on having a deeper understanding of the content that was being taught. As teachers, we are very quick to try to find a solution to the problem. It is important to stop and understand the problem first. The way to do this is through many different steps, the first being to discuss the problem with one another. After discussing the problem and having the teacher describe what it looked like in her classroom, we then looked at some of the strategies she had used before. This is an important step to know exactly which strategies were effective, and if so, how were they effective, and to look at the ones that did not have as much of an impact. This teacher uses the Core Knowledge Listening and Learning curriculum in her classroom. This curriculum has the teacher only assessing comprehension at the end of each domain. From the results of these domain unit tests, we were able to determine that the students' understanding and comprehension of vocabulary was very low. When the students were asked to apply their knowledge of the specific vocabulary used in the text to something beyond that text or to non-examples, the results of the data showed the students were unable to do this successfully. This is where we began. After we decided on what the problem was and reviewed it, it was then time to set a goal. It's important that this goal is something that the teacher feels like they can achieve. The teacher wanted the students to have a deeper understanding, so our goal was to raise their scores on their domain assessment, using what we have and making it better. I wanted the teacher to have ownership of this process as well. I had her sit down and brainstorm as many solutions as possible. We met together and sifted through the list and decided that by adding visual aids during the lesson and the assessment would help the students to have a deeper understanding and application. Planning the implementation is something that was very important. I wanted the teacher to understand that this is not something that was going to happen overnight. It was going to take time. As the teacher was incorporating these new techniques and strategies, I had her record different observations she made during the lessons. I would meet with her weekly to ensure the teacher felt supported throughout this process. I met with her weekly and discussed her observation notes. We were able to make adjustments to the strategies being used. In addition to this, at the end of the domain unit, the students took another test, using these skills and strategies that had been added through our implementation. After students took their domain test at the end of the unit, we reviewed the data to see how well they did. It was exciting to see that the students had gained a better understanding of the content. This was clear when the students were able to apply their knowledge to not only the non-examples, but also examples beyond the mentor text. From this process, I was able to see the importance of supporting my coworkers, helping teachers understand that they are not alone in teaching literacy in their classroom. Working together not only strengthens that teacher in solving their problem, but it helped me to become a better literacy teacher in my room.